Hi friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel. I want to wish you guys all happy holidays and happy Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas. For me, some of you might be celebrating Christmas today. And I thought I would join you guys today for a color and chat out of this book. This really cute image is from Kelly Horton's Christmas Darlings. This book came out last year. I thought this picture was perfect because of the Santa Claus and reindeer in the background, like he's delivering presents that night, which is Christmas Eve. And we have this girl in a pretty dress with a snow globe, and it's not too complicated of a page, and I thought we could just get it started. I don't plan on finishing the page on camera, just starting it out. I haven't filmed a video for quite some time, and I apologize about that, guys. I've been so busy with family things and the holiday season. It's just nonstop at my house. I have 3 children, and so we have to get ready for Christmas for them, and I still have many gifts to wrap, and it's Christmas Eve. Luckily, it's about 10 in the morning, Christmas Eve. I'm sure I'll be pulling an all-nighter, but that's okay. That's one of the joys of Christmas. What can I say? I've kind of decorated my desk here with some Christmas lights for Christmas, just for fun. You can't tell because my lamp is on, but they are turned on, the Christmas lights. They are those Christmas light necklaces that you can find from the dollar store. They were left over from some Christmas parties, and I thought I'd just stick them on my desk next to my gnome. So that works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to base layer her skin with a alcohol marker, which is a Cali Art marker, which if you are coloring along, it's barely beige is the color. It's my favorite skin tone colored marker. This is a voiceover because after I watched my color and chat, I was too quiet. Like, you guys couldn't hear me. And I think it's because when I colored this originally, it was 8 in the morning. And I was trying not to wake anybody. So now I'm sitting at my kitchen table, drinking hot chocolate, and having a cookie. And doing the voiceover for this video. And my son is playing Mario in the background, so if you hear noise, it is just his video game. But yeah. Now, I was tagged in Meg's Art Atrium's Christmas coloring tag, and I haven't printed off the list of questions. I do plan on doing that, but most likely it will be after Christmas just because of how busy things are. So I'll probably have that as a belated Christmas tag. And so I want to apologize to Meg if she's watching that I didn't get an opportunity to watch that or do that before Christmas. But I will try to get it done if I can, if time allows me to. Sorry, I had to pause for a second there. My son handed me a toy that needed to be fixed. We had a whole bunch of beautiful snow here, and last night it rained, so it's all pretty much gone because the rain pretty much washed it away, which is always a bummer. I like these pages, but I don't like these pages. Like, some of the lines can be very thin, and some of the lines are really thick. So sometimes it agrees with your markers, and sometimes it just bleeds out and makes a big mess. But we're going to do the best we can here and get her done. If we can. I think I have pretty much all my holiday shopping done, except for some maybe last minute things that aren't totally necessary, but I might grab anyway. Like some things for family that I won't be seeing today or tomorrow. Probably be seeing in the next few days. So could probably get them after Christmas. But as for this household, I think we're good to go. I went grocery shopping and got the things for Christmas dinner. For Christmas dinner at our house, we usually do a holiday ham, which is kind of a honey glazed ham. And we do a cheesy potato, which is like you use the potatoes, like diced potatoes, like cubed, I guess would be the word. And you mix it with different things to create kind of a creamy blend with different cheeses and cream of chicken, and then you mix that with cheese, and then you put cheese on top, and then you cook it in the oven, and you have like a kind of like a cheesy potato casserole. So it's basically what we call cheesy potatoes. So we have those with the ham. We always have rolls. Speaking of rolls, I'll probably need to pull my rolls out to let them rise today if I plan on having rolls for tomorrow. Always a good idea. We have things like corn and salad and, those kind of things. I always have a vegetable tray and a meat tray. We kind of have like a smorgasbord. And the smorgasbord pretty much lasts the next couple days. So you're like feeding off of it for the next couple days of whatever was left from Christmas dinner. We usually don't do a turkey just because turkeys we do during Thanksgiving, and so we mostly do ham. I think that stems down to my childhood. When I was a little girl, that's just how my grandma did it. And I think it's because my grandpa didn't like bird. Like, he didn't like chicken and turkey and things like that. He liked meat, like pork, and he would say he didn't like bird. And so for Christmas we always had ham instead. But recently with my husband's family, they like to have a smorgasbord of meats, and they like brisket and turkey and ham, and it's almost like Christmas dinner or holiday dinners are made up of meat. And it's really foreign to me because I'm not used to eating so much meat. But everybody does their own thing. On New Year's, we usually do more of like an appetizer type of situation, since we're up until midnight because of New Year's Eve. And we have, your typical, like chicken wings and, well, basically things you would have like at a tailgate party, things that are fried, not necessarily good for you. And we also have, your vegetable tray and your fruit trays and things like that, meat trays. And we always have shrimp. On New Year's, we usually stay up till the ball drops. We watch the ball drop in New York City on TV. And we do that with the kids, and then they go to bed right after because it's late, But we don't usually get fireworks or anything. Our neighbors do, and we can look outside and see them, so that's fun. But in regards to Christmas, now that I've gone on a New Year's tangent, we pretty much take it easy on Christmas. Christmas Eve, it just depends what we're up for. Today we'll probably be doing gingerbread houses with the children. I bought the pre-made gingerbread houses because I didn't want to have to make them because they always crash and burn before we're even done with the project. That way the kids can just decorate them and they look nice on the table and they can eat at them on Christmas if they want. And we talked about going downtown and seeing the lights. It's crazy busy during this time of year, so I'm not sure if we will do it or not. Since everybody and their dog does it pretty much, it's okay if we wait because they usually leave out the lights downtown until the 31st. So if we choose to do that, we will do that. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. Or we might just stay home, watch Christmas movies, and stay warm. It shouldn't snow until Sunday this week, so we don't have to worry about that. I've been making different Christmas treats and things like that, but mainly just trying to keep up on the household stuff just because once Christmas morning hits, there's stuff everywhere. As you guys know, if you have children, wrapping paper goes flying and there's just stuff everywhere in your house. It's chaotic. So hopefully I can maintain it. I made the stupidest mistake last week and I forgot to take my trash out to the curb so that the trash man could take it away. So not only will I have Christmas trash this week, but I have last week's trash, which sucks. My husband told me not to worry about it. We can go take it to the landfill ourselves because he has his truck, but you know how you are when you're a mom. You're like, oh, I forgot that. Such is life. But yeah, we've just been trying to enjoy the time together, and we're trying to watch different things. We saw last night on Disney Plus that the movie Encanto should be premiering on Disney Plus on the 24th. So if you guys have not seen Disney's Encanto, look on your Disney Plus on the 24th. It said something about it coming out. And you guys should watch it if you haven't seen it. We saw it in the theater back at Thanksgiving. It's really cute. My son absolutely loves the music. It's just adorable movie. Another movie we watched last night that is super adorable it's called Ron's Gone Wrong. It's like it's a story about a little kid and he has a robot. And the robot's kind of like I guess he's the malfunctioned robot or the robot that was broken. But it's just a really cute show about friendship and stuff. And if your kids are into little robots and things like that, or just like really cute feel-good type movies, I would definitely recommend that one. If you aren't really in the Christmas mood and you want to watch something that just got released on HBO Max, the new Matrix just came out. We are actually binge watching all the other Matrix films after the kids go to sleep, just to get caught up. We've seen them, but it's been a while, so we've been watching them all before we watch the new Matrix so that we know how everything piles up. And of course, the husbands usually really like that one. But yeah, it's all good, all fun. I am currently at 397 completed pages for this year. And I wanted to get 500, but I know that's not going to happen just because of how busy I am right now. But I'm hoping I can at least do the 400 mark. That way, I can round it off, be even for next year, be ready to go. And I'm sure I can accomplish it, especially if I do some more sprites and also finish some of the whips that I have. And speaking of whips, this page that you're looking at will be a whip as well. If you, I'm just going to pause on what I was talking about for a second and just kind of mention what I'm doing. If you guys noticed, I used the Jane Davenport for her cheeks and for her eyeshadow. I really like that for adding makeup onto my girls because it is literally like makeup. So if you've never tried that, Jane Davenport pastels, and just use your regular like eyeshadow blenders, you should definitely try it. I would recommend the skin tone set as your first set if you want a set, just because you can use them for skin. And then also, I wanted to mention what I was doing with the eyes. I used 3 different shades of green to create the different color shades in her eyes. And I didn't really worry about bleeding outside the lines because I went back in with the white gel pen and went in and cleaned it up. And my favorite white gel pen, if you guys want a recommendation, is the Uniball Signo gel pen. In white, obviously. They make a really good silver and they make a really good gold as well. So I just wanted to mention that while I was doing that. Right here, I'm using the gold Sparkle Pop gel pen. I used to hoard on to these Sparkle Pop gel pens and only use them occasionally, but I've decided that I need to just use them because I have them, and gel pens dry out, and I'd hate to have my Sparkle Pops dry out because I didn't use them. So I'm trying to use them more and more lately. The black pen that I'm using here is the it's just a Pilot black ball pen. I always keep one of those on my desks at all times for letter writing and notes. It's a really good flow. It's always good to have a good pen. Now, right now, I think I'm trying to decide what color I want to do the hair, because I've already done the skin. And as you can see, I just did some minor shading to the skin. And I didn't like go around the whole thing because I didn't want to create a solid outline across all the skin. I just wanted to create shadow where the light creases were in the body. And I think I am just choosing my hair color, which I can tell you is going to be red, and it's going to be Vermilion from the Cali Art set. Vermilion is a really great base red. I use it for a lot of base reds because you can go back in over the top with the other red that I can't think of the name. But the cap is like red, and it complements each other really well. I actually need to get a new set of Cali Arts, just the normal tips, because I have this Christmas season, all those sprites and everything I've colored, I've used Cali Arts, and I can tell they're going to be out soon because most of the lettering is starting to rub off. Some of them are starting to get a little scratchy, not as juicy, and the nibs are starting to fray because I used both ends. And speaking of the Sprite a day, I tried to do it every day, but things happened throughout the month. And if I had an opportunity to post, I know I posted a couple on my community tab here on YouTube. I posted what I could on Instagram. There are some speed colorings. At the beginning of the month, it was every single day because I had them pre-recorded. And then I noticed that those speed colorings were actually dropping my YouTube stats really badly. And I wonder if it's because the videos are so short. So I would color them and post them to the community post. And then things got crazy because I was in charge of like my kids' school Christmas parties and a million and one things running around. It was like I barely had time to cook dinner, let alone do anything else on some days. So I colored what I could. If I'm hoping I will get some more done after Christmas, leading up to the new year, just so we get some more completed. I have done quite a few in the Sprites Volume 1. I'm almost done all of them in Volume 1. I've done some in the Sprites Volume 2, and I haven't done any in the Sprites Volume 3 yet. Sprites Volume 3 actually has mostly angels, so we'll have to see if I get to them. If I don't, that's okay. I mean, overall, I've completed quite a few pages in the world of the Sprite, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But if you want to check out any of the images, they're all on Instagram, and I have used the hashtag Sprite until 2022 on all of those. And you can also check out my playlist, because I created a playlist for that as well. I'm just gonna mention here, if you noticed, I used the Pentel Sparkle Pop to color the stars in her hair before I colored her hair. It is because I didn't want the pen or the marker to bleed into the star. And if you use gel pen before you use marker, it will actually prevent the bleed through of marker to a certain degree. So if you do your gel pen work beforehand, it actually will help you. It seems weird. It feels weird to do it that way, but it actually helps you. This is a skill that I learned this year that Lisa's Coloring Corner actually mentioned when she was doing the Color Questopia colorings. But she did it so that it wouldn't bleed through the outline. You can take that skill and put it into other forms of coloring, like I've done here. Can you guys hear that Mario music? That's my kids playing Mario. I was gonna go in the other room, but as soon as I go in the other room, I know they'll say, "Mom, Mom." Like I've disappeared or something. This morning, my son was thoroughly confused because he thought this morning was Christmas morning. I told him it was Christmas Eve, and then he was even more confused. I think I finally got him to understand what's what, but we'll see. That's what I'll say. We'll see. Going to move into the other room, so hopefully it's a little quieter for you guys. I still have quite a few books that I would love to color in for Christmas, as I always do. But chances are I probably won't get an opportunity to color in them, just because it's like once relatives and family members come into town and people are showing up at your house at all different hours and everything, the stress of the holidays. It's, for me, it feels like I don't have very much time for myself. Unless I want to stay up until 2 a.m, if you know what I mean. And then after the new year and everything, the kids go back to school, family has all gone back to their normal lives. It's like then you finally have a moment to breathe. It's really fun to see everybody and do everything, but it can be super stressful. Lately, another reason why I haven't posted any videos, if you guys really want to know, is my mental health space in my head hasn't been where I want it to be. Very overwhelmed, stressed. I guess the best way is my nerves are shot. Because I've tried to, I'm what they call a fixer, and I'm what they call a people pleaser as well. And I tend to put too much on the plate, and I get overwhelmed and overstimulated with just the day-to-day things. Has nothing to do with like coloring or anything, just life. And I was sitting at the table the other day. We were eating dinner, and I was looking at my hands, and my hands were tremoring. I was shaking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? And I'm like shaking my hands just to get them to stop. And it's just like, literally, my nerves are shot. I'm overwhelmed with everything of life. And I know you can only do so much. A person can only do so much. But it's like your mind wants to do more. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I need to go to the doctor and check out my thyroid, and because I have thyroid conditions. And I went to the doctor, and my blood work came back fine. So I have a feeling he's going to say, you need to de-stress, because he always tells me that. Not stress as much in life, which is an understatement for any mother to not stress. And I've been trying to take it easy, but it's really hard. I mean, honestly, it's really hard, especially during the holidays, to not think, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Or if all of a sudden a family member shows up and gives you something and you didn't know they were going to show up, so you don't have anything for them, you feel like, okay, I need to pull a rabbit out of a hat. You don't want them to feel bad and things like that. And so you're just like trying to rush to do everything to make everybody happy and to make it all a joyous memory. And on top of that, for me, I get to the point where my cap is full. And so I'm just so overwhelmed. And like I said, I was sitting at the table and my palms and body are quivering. And the doctor just told me, you just need to relax. And it's hard to do that. It's really, some people just say, oh, it's not that hard, just relax. Yeah, it's not that easy to just relax for me. That's why I color. And because I've been so busy this holiday season, I haven't had much opportunities to color. So that's probably why my anxiety's higher, because I haven't had that coloring time as well. And hopefully everything can average out. I mean, I have good support system and everything like that. And my children, they don't really care. I mean, I don't want to say this is the benefits about having special needs children, but when you have special needs children, they're happy with one gift, or they're happy with this one thing that you did for them. They don't overly focus on every single thing about Christmas and, well, you didn't do this, or we didn't get to do this. They don't care about that, which is nice. But for me, I'm like trying to create these memories, and I think I build it up in my head that I need to create these things when my kids really don't care. I mean, they just want me to be happy and want everything to go well. And my husband doesn't care, and I think it's just in my head. I just know what Christmas, like in my head, I have an idea of what Christmas should be. And if I don't achieve what is in my head, I feel like I've let myself down. But I haven't. It's like you get to this point where it's like, okay, you've done enough. You need to relax, But to me, it's like, have I? Yeah, maybe it's hard to explain, but I'm doing the best I can and trying to take it easy. And if it's a day where you stay in your Christmas pajamas all day, that's perfectly fine. I need to say, oh, that's fine. If the dishes didn't get done, that's fine. If the laundry didn't get done, that's fine. I think what happens is I get to the point where I feel like I need to be Susie Homemaker or Miss Perfect. And yeah, it gets to be like, okay, you need to step back. And we are all wonderful people, and you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. It's okay to take a step back. And I know I'm finishing up my picture here in just a few minutes, but I want to thank all of you guys for supporting me and being on my channel. I really appreciate it. And you guys, I am just astounded by how many subscribers I have received January will be my 2-year anniversary of my first video on YouTube. I've been on YouTube longer than that, but that was my first video, was 2 years ago in January. And there are so many channels that encouraged me to start a channel. And so many friends and friendships that I've built with the ColorTube community that are just remarkable, wonderful people. And I want to thank all of you guys that have helped me through my whole journey. I am planning on in January doing well, it's gonna have to be a series because I don't think I can squeeze it all into one video. And everything I have ever colored type of video. Now, if I tried to do that all in one video, like as a live stream, we'd be going on 6-7 hours, I'm sure, because I have colored many pages. Like I said, I'm really close to 400 this year, and last year I know I colored more. And then, not to mention the years that I didn't do YouTube, I have colored as well. So it will probably be a series that I'll start in January of basically everything I've ever colored, and just sharing my process and the journey, my coloring journey. I don't know if I've changed too much, but I've learned things to change the way that I approach a page, the way I like to approach a page now, a way that I can avoid hand pain, a way that I can avoid spending 7 hours on a page. You know, there are times where I still will go back to old school, the way I did it before, that took forever on a page. But I've learned what I like and what I don't like now, and I'm still learning a lot of different media approaches and things like that. But my coloring journey has changed quite a bit since the beginning. I remember when I first started, I had the Castle Art pencils, and all I used was the Castle Art pencils. I didn't use markers. Oh man, and my wrists hurt. And then I changed to Prismas, and then that was a new world. But then I realized I didn't love Prisma because Prisma was too cakey for me. I like it, but I don't love it. But yeah, things have really changed throughout the years. Right here, I'm just doing the snow globe, and after I do the snow globe, I'll be done. But I wanted to create a kind of a sparkly snow effect. So what I decide is I'm going to cover my snow globe with nail polish. So I am pulling out my silver sparkle nail polish, which is like clear, but has little silver sparkles in it, just to give it just a little bit of sparkle. And it already comes with a brush because it's nail polish, and it's just a small area. And I didn't want to use stickles because this works and it's a lot more affordable than stickles, because you can get a jar of this at the dollar store, no sweat. And I'm just going to go over the entire snow globe here with the glitter nail polish. This is basically a nail polish that you would cover color with, like a top coat, but it has glitter in it. the reason why I did a blue dress is because of the greenery in the background. I was gonna do a green dress, but I wanted to change it a little bit. And I think I add some white to the top of her blue dress just because I want it to give a sheer appearance. And I'm using this black fine liner. That one is dead, so I'm going to check that one. But to kind of sharpen the edges around this little one here. So I'm just about done with this page. I have a tendency to, when I'm doing voiceovers like this, to keep talking, and then all of a sudden I run out of video, and I notice that I have to re-record because my video is over and I'm still jibber-jabbing away. Here's that white gel pen that I was talking about, and I use the Pentel Sparkle Pop to give her gold shoes for fun. Because of the lighting, it doesn't look as shiny as like the star in her hair. But I hope you guys enjoyed this color and chat, and hope you guys are ready for the holidays. And I want to thank you guys again for being here for me and clicking on this video. And you guys have a wonderful day. And if you are coloring along, tag me in your picture. I'd love to see it. And you guys have great Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. Bye, guys.